Truly one of my favorite shows, now running for the last 6 years, whatever, going into its final season, The Boys. Not a single season has missed a beat. The character journeys for all of these guys, from Hugh's dad, Homelander, Butcher, Starlight, even A-Train, like characters like A-Train, like they found a way for all of these characters to have these rich, personal, bombastic, crazy journeys and storylines that all brings us now down to season 5. And they just put out the final trailer. It might not be the final trailer, but people are saying it's the final one, where they finally actually reveal what Homelander's endgame is. He's trying to get his hands on the original formula to make himself immortal. That's his big thing. And of course, mixing in the whole concepts of deity and everything and stuff like that. It is as violent as you thought it would be. It was intense as you thought it would be. Seeing Butcher's now kind of having control of what his powers are. Kind of neat. But then it reminds you, this is still The Boys. So Jensen Ackles pops up, and the very first line out of Jensen Ackles' mouth is, "Did you fuck me?" What is this some kind of incest stuff? Oh my God. I just about died. Actually, you know what? The only thing that I think was funnier than that was, I think it was season 1 of, what was the one with Godolkin? Gen V?
Yeah.
Was Gen V when she's hallucinating of Soldier Boy, and he talks about her dry riding the pillow, thinking of him. It's like that whole dialogue spiel just had me busting up. All the one thing though that was kind of a bummer for me watching the trailer for season 5 was knowing this is the last season. That really kills me. Now we are going to get spinoffs. They're going to continue to be future spinoffs, but they're bringing it all together now. We saw a number of the characters from Gen V are now in here. I did love the last spot too, when A-Train shows up, who himself has had an incredible story arc through the 4 seasons leading up till now. And she says, Kimiko says, "You guys are friends?" And he's like, "You talk now?" Yep. I just, that was just so adorable and cute. And it still leaves the big mystery. And by the way, this is a show that has deviated in a good way off the rails from the comic books.
Yeah.
Like in many ways. But they still throw in some real iconography from the original comic books, like that shot of Homelander sitting in the Oval Office at the president's desk, right? Like very, very, like a huge major moment in the comics and all that kind of stuff. It still leaves the big mystery. Who ultimately is going to be the one to take down Homelander? Is it going to be Billy? I mean, he's the one. This whole thing started with his axe to grind because of what he caused to his life and his wife's life. Will it be his son, Ryan, who they kind of implied in the trailer goes traitors, and they show a picture of Ryan. Does Ryan turn on Homelander? They sometimes implied in the last season that he's starting to figure out that his dad's a sack of crap, but sometimes he doesn't really care. And so that's kind of romantic. Could it be Starlight, who has been fearing for her life because of Homelander the entire time? Could it be A-Train? Or could it be, listen, wouldn't there be some kind of poetic irony if it was the Deep? Wouldn't it be hilarious if the Deep is ultimately the one that takes out Homelander?
Would that be satisfying though?
It depends on how they did it.
Yeah, it's true.
Or could it be Soldier Boy? Speaking of Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy, who is Homelander's dad, decided his kid's a major disappointment and needs to be eliminated. I mean, could it be that? Could it be, what's the little Stars and Stripes mega girl in it? Not Firecracker.
Firecracker?
Yeah.
Is that her name, Firecracker?
Yeah.
Or is it something else along those lines? Anyway, so could it be her? Could it be, I don't know. Could it be Black Noir? Could it be, I don't know. Or could it be a massive conglomeration of a whole bunch of them have to ultimately team up and take down Homelander? Not sure. That's, to me, is going to be the big mystery going throughout the rest of it. All I know is that the trailer was awesome. I have loved this show passionately. I already mourn the fact that this is the final season, but I cannot wait for it. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Harry's. Listen, guys, you know that I'm a tech geek. We live in an age where your phone is basically a handheld supercomputer and your car can now literally park itself. So why are so many of us still using razors that feel flimsy, overpriced, and honestly stuck in 2008? That's exactly why I've leveled up to the new Harry's Plus. When I first picked this thing up, the first thing that I noticed was the weight. It's solid metal, no cheap plastic here. If you want to check it out right now, head over to harrys.com/Campea. Now, what makes the Plus different is the advanced pivoting system that actually reaches every corner of your face. You're getting 3 different blade angles for a clean cut at the root, plus a lubricating strip with aloe and vitamin E to keep your skin calm while you work. No clogging, no middleman, just a great shave. Right now, you can get the Harry's Plus trial set for only $10 at harrys.com/Campea. You're getting the new Plus razor, a 5-blade cartridge, their foam shave gel, and a travel cover. It's a risk-free trial, so if you don't love it, they'll make it right. Go to harrys.com/Campea, and when they ask where you heard about them, please tell them we sent you. It really helps support the show. Rob, you had a chance to see the trailer for The Boys Season 5. What did you think?
You know, I love the early teaser trailer that I thought looked really apocalyptic. But watching this, I mean, as they finally, like you said, they revealed getting that compound would make him immortal. I mean, that's a truly chilling. What I love about this show is they keep upping the ante all the time. They never shy away from taking you right to the edge. Look, I just can't wait to see this. Everything about this trailer looked great to me. It definitely looked like, I think a lot of people are going to die. We've talked about how no one's safe and how even in the first episode, there's probably going to be a shocking death.
Oh yeah, was it Carl Urban who said,
yeah,
there's going to be a lot of deaths, nobody is safe right from episode 1.
But I think Homelander is going to take himself out.
Think so?
I think there's going to be something that happens because he is such a despicable.
That would also not be very satisfying.
But it's going to be something where it's probably going to come down to a knockdown, drag out battle. I think it is going to be satisfying, but I think it's going to be something. He's such a despicable character in the best way. I mean, he's one of the great characters.
He really is.
I mean, he is so despicable, and he is so well done. He is so well played that I think at the end of the day, I don't even think it would be. I don't know who could take him out because I've thought about this. What would be the most satisfying way for Homelander to go out? And I don't know if any of them killing him would be the best way. It would have to be like he took them out. Something were to happen where. I don't know, but it's got to be his comeuppance. This is my one worry, that his comeuppance will not be as satisfying as I want it to be. Like, I want this to be, I remember when in Breaking Bad, when Gus Fring walks out of the explosion and turns his head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there are times.
Adjusts his tie right before
yeah,
he falls down.
It's got to be a Ramsay Bolton death. It's got to be a Joffrey death. The death of Homelander, if he indeed dies, has to be the most satisfying death in all of television history, I think. Either that or he doesn't die.
No, he definitely dies.
But it's got to be good, dude.
By the way, there's a couple of other characters. Remember, I said, I think Billy makes the most sense. I mean, the whole show is predicated on what he did to his wife, and that he assembles the boys for the very specific task.
Yes.
I think that makes sense. I think Ryan taking him down makes sense. I think Soldier Boy taking him down makes sense. A couple of other characters that I didn't mention though. Sister Sage, who has been like kind of the brains behind everything. What if her ultimate endgame was taking out Homelander to begin with? The other one that we haven't really touched on, though, is Marie from Gen V, who in the final season of Gen V, they propped her up like, you are Homelander's equal. Like, you could kill Homelander. Now, the problem with that is, do you now bring in a character who has not been in The Boys season 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Yeah.
And then bring her, I can see her being instrumental in helping to bring down Homelander, but I think it's down to 3 for me. I think it's either got to be the one that delivers the killing blow, has either got to be Ryan, the son, Butcher, or Soldier Boy. I think it has to be one of those
Or a
three.
collective effort of the three.
Well, what I mean is the one to be the last one to drive the
Yeah.
A2 Brute final dagger into Caesar's chest. If you don't know what I mean by that,
Read more Shakespeare.
read more Shakespeare. So I think, yeah, I mean, man, I don't know. I think the smart money is on Butcher. I think if I had to put down $5 on this, because I do agree it's not going to be just a one-on-one in the middle of the desert. But I think ultimately it will be Butcher that takes him out.
Do you think by doing so, Butcher will also lose his life?
Butcher's going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, which is also a Shakespearean thing of this.
Yeah.
And I think he may actually sacrifice himself to do it. But I mean, like the last season kind of spelled it out that he's on borrowed time right now, that Billy's on borrowed time right now. And remember, I don't think their plan A is going to work. Their plan A is the virus that was discovered in Gen V. That'll be the final blow character. Which one do you think it'll be?
I mean, Butcher's the most obvious one. I just think that he's the most satisfying one.
Yeah.
I can't think of another character like I don't know. I mean, I think it's got to be Butcher. I think you're right. It's got to be Butcher or Soldier Boy. Or it's a collective. I mean, the only other person, and this is out of left field, is Huey.
Yeah, but Huey's big problem was A-Train.
Right. I know.
It wasn't really Homelander.
But it was, I think Huey's big problem was all of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and he's got to save the woman he loves, you know, or something along
And
those
there's
lines.
something poetic about the non-soup being
Yeah.
the one to take down the ultimate soup.
Yes.
That
would be my dark horse candidate.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Did you have a chance to see the final trailer for The Boys Season 5, the final season? If so, what did you think? We loved it. I cannot wait for this to get here. What worked for you? What stood out to you? Whatever you guys think, and most importantly, actually, who do you think kills Homelander? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.